Hello, welcome to this Global Veg Fest. My name is Danielle Maupertuis. I'm a vegan pastry chef, tutor at the Vegetarian Society Cookery School, author of a vegan pastry cookbook, Vegans Deserve Better Than a Fruit Salad, Olympia Publishers, also available on my website. And today I'm going to show you how to make a yummy and gorgeous gluten-free and vegan pecan pie. So this is the recipe. We're going to make a shortcrust pastry, a pecan mix, and a coconut cream. Very easy. Okay, you're going to say it's always easy with me, but trust me, vegan desserts are easy to make, taste yummy, and look fantastic. So let's start with the shortcrust pastry. Like always, the vegan spread and the sugar together. For all the vegan pastries, shortcrust, shortbread, sweet pastry, I strongly recommend a hard vegan spread like this one. This is an organic, naturally vegan block. You have the Tomor brand also. It's much easier to work with. And for the sugar, I used a golden unrefined castor sugar. Let's see if we can do this by hand. Otherwise, I'm going to use the electric hand whisk. So this is it. It was just a quick stir. I'm going to add 25 grams of a milk alternative. You can use coconut milk, almond milk, soya, rice. This is really up to you. I quite like the coconut dairy-free because it's light and the taste is quite neutral. So I roughly bring all this together, and I'm gonna add my gluten-free plain flour with half a teaspoon of baking powder, because we always like light desserts, and because we work in gluten-free, to be on the safe side, a teaspoon of xanthan gum. This will help to bind all the ingredients together. And we're gonna work all these ingredients to obtain a dough, finishing by hand. We don't overwork the pastry, and you see everything is coming together very easily and very quickly. We don't overwork, and we're gonna let it rest in the fridge for at least half an hour. So this is the shortcrust pastry I prepared for us yesterday. So we're gonna roll it out, sprinkle a little bit of gluten-free flour on our worktop. Let's go. So I'm going to roll this down till, let's say, 2-3 millimeters. You see how smooth, how nice. Many people are struggling with a gluten-free pastry, but you see, it's really not difficult. Maybe it's because they overwork the pastry. Nice and smooth. And so I'm just going to line the tartlet case here. like this. I'm going to press it. Finish up with the rolling pin, and that's it. We can also use a ring. It's just a little bit more delicate to line, but not very difficult. This will just allow us to have more pecan mix, so this is up to you. So the next step will be to bake these cases blind. So first we preheat the oven 190 degrees, gas mark 6. And what means baking blind? We just gonna line a cling film like this, making sure we respect the shape of the tartlet case. And we're gonna fill it with rice, chickpeas, cereals, whatever, flour, whatever you wish. Tilt the top to make sure we keep the shape like this. Turn over the cling film a little bit, and I'm going to do the same with the ring. So cling film, press the bottom a little bit. My cereals. A little bit more till the top, so we have a nice shape at the end, you see. Now I'm going to have to choose, because the ring will take longer to bake than the tartlet. But because we are a little bit yummy and we like the pecan mix, I'm going to work with the ring. I hope it's okay with you. So we're going to bake these tartlets first about 15 minutes at 190 degrees. And in the meantime, we can prepare our pecan mix. Our pecan mix is in a heavy bottom saucepan, if possible. 40 grams of soft vegan spread, 50 grams of maple syrup, and 75 grams of golden light soft sugar. Yeah, that I'm gonna gently melt on the stove. So you see, it's nicely melted. So I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients, meaning 1.5 tablespoons of vegan gluten-free digestive biscuits, 2 teaspoons of flaxseed mix. I will explain. 1, not too big, 2, a little bit of orange zest. This always gives a nice refreshing flavor. excuse me. I think this will be enough. I'm sorry. Let me finish the orange zest. Voila. I think that's enough. And then, of course, the spices. Quarter of a teaspoon of cinnamon, sorry. Quarter of a teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger, of course. A pinch of nutmeg. And eventually, if you wish, a few drops of vanilla essence. And of course, finally, the crushed pecans. And we give this a nice stir. So let me explain this flax seeds mix. So I have here a ground whole flax seeds that I'm gonna mix 10 grams with 30 grams of cold water, and I will let it rest until I get this kind of thick puree ready to use. As you see, you can make this in advance and keep in your fridge up to 1 week. You can even freeze it if you wish. So my 15 minutes are gone. You see, I start to have a nice color, so I'm gonna carefully, first with a spoon maybe, sorry. I'm gonna carefully take these cereals out and the cling film. Yeah, like this. Try. So I'm gonna bring this back to the oven for about another 10 minutes at 175 degrees, because as you see, the bottom is still a little bit raw. So let's go for the final touch. We were talking about some coconut cream. So I have here some coconut milk I left overnight in the fridge. You see, I have a solid part on the top, leaving a quite clear liquid at the bottom that I can use for smoothies or whatever. So I'm just gonna spoon this out. Not a lot, just a quantity I need. I'm gonna sweeten with a little bit of light corn syrup. Why did I choose the corn syrup? Because I would like to keep my cream white. If I add maple syrup, it's gonna change the color. Then, if you wish, some vanilla essence. Just give it a whisk. That's it. So just to be on the safe side, if I don't want my coconut cream to collapse because it stays too long to room temperature because the weather is very hot. I know this is quite exceptional, but let's presume. I just add a little bit of agar powder that you can now find in all supermarkets. Powder is easier to use for sure. And I'm just going to dissolve in a little bit of water. And like always with agar, I'm going to bring this to the boil and put in the microwave. So a little bit of this agar in our cream. By the way, you can prepare this in advance and keep in your freezer and just defrost when you need it. Of course, no lumps. And then you just pour in some fancy little molds. This is up to you. I have here a pyramid. I have here a little flower. These molds are very cheap, about £8, available online with a company called Home Chocolate Factory. They have a huge choice with very, very nice shapes. Voila. So, of course, a spatula. A spatula. And we're going to let this set in the freezer. So, these are our pastry cases. Look at this short crust. This is so nice, really. And the tartlet. I think I'm gonna prepare this little tartlet for my little neighbor. He's 2 years old and he's gluten-free and dairy allergy, so he will be pleased. So we're gonna just fill with our pecan mix. Not till the top because it might go over, excuse me, during the baking. Well, it's a little detail, but... And then for our yummy foodies, the big serious one. Oh, this looks so good. I think these tartlets, these pecan pies, will not last very long. Ta-da! Okay, 175, so we keep the same temperature. Another 15-20 minutes in the oven and we are done. So abracadabra, this is the magic of the video. Our tartlet, our pecan pie is ready. To decorate, I just added a disc of a pecan caramel. This is up to you. I know it's not ideal for the teeth. You can also, if you wish, replace by a chocolate, a milk chocolate disc, a little bit of rosemary, and this little coconut cream we prepared, and I prepared this one in advance for you. Or, as we said, an ice cream option. So this is a peanut and a cookie ice cream. Of course, dairy-free. Absolutely delicious. When you taste, call an ambulance on standby. Voila, I hope you did enjoy. I invite you to have a look at my website, freefromdesserts.com. You will know everything about my demos, my online courses, and also I very warmly welcome you to subscribe to my newsletter. I will, of course, send you the recipe of this pecan pie, and you will also know everything about our events. See you soon.